Hey guys, and welcome to the next part of this server spawn build. Now, it's been quite a while because it's been quite busy, but we started building some of the houses. Now the houses as we said we were going to do, we were probably going to make 4 or 5 different variations, possibly more, and then copy and paste them, and then onto the certain houses where we'll add certain add-ons and stuff like that, just to make them all look a bit different. As you can see, we're just in the process of doing it. Some of the houses are doubles, some of them are just singles. We added in a little park thing there and one on the opposite side as well. We're going to add in all those small little things around the place just to make it a bit more uh, less plain, I suppose. I really like the way it's looking right now. Most importantly is how it looks when you walk through the streets, which I really like. It's exactly what I was going for. So it's just like this. So you walk past the houses, and above each of the houses there'll be a sign saying who lives in the house or whatever, And you can see this is a double house where they have two entrances and they have their little gap underneath. And I think there's another one here as well. And then there's a little park. So these sort of things hopefully will all serve a purpose. So the purpose of the park might be there'll be someone in the park that maybe you might be able to get a quest off of, something like that. This is obviously another host that we need to make. There's another few we need to make as well. We're going to make a double house that doesn't have the border thing or the kind of tunnel thing underneath it. That will be another one. Then we need to make another single house, most likely one more, and then we'll copy and paste the rest of them over. So right now there's about 5 different house types, I think. A few of them are a bit different. Like I think this one is the same as the one there, I think, but we added this little thing onto it just to make it a bit different. Right now it's going pretty much exactly the way we want it, and as well the server. Oh, so annoying! Going through stupid fucking server leak or memory leak again. Oh, it's so annoying. This, as I said, this is it's going to be changed. This is just a placeholder for where some of the markets will be. Over this side then it's the same, it's all varied up again so it doesn't look the same, but this is the same, this part here, alright, we didn't change this up, most likely will. We're thinking of even turning some of the plots maybe into like wells or something to break it up a bit more. So then the ideas for things over here now, we kind of have come to the sort of thing where the arena is going to be over there, as you already know, and that's going to be a lot of people were saying how we should build it and stuff, but the general idea was it was going to be a pit in the ground and it's going to come up like some sort of Colosseum style thing, but a lot smaller and obviously suited to this theme. Over here then we're thinking of making a mage tower of some sort. Now I was thinking maybe it might be cool to put a mage tower in the cast the palace, which is again it's going to be gigantic. It's going to be from like over there to there, and it's going to be like it's going to be huge. But I think it might be cooler to put in one of these little district areas and make this like a magic quarter. Over there maybe like the arena quarter sort of thing. These are obviously are residential. Right now there isn't a lot of houses to buy. So that's one thing I'm kind of keeping in mind, that there's going to be very limited spaces within the town, but I think that's the way it should be. To be honest, the people who play should be the people who get the houses. Of course, you're only going to be allowed to buy one house, so you'll have to choose well and get there before everyone else. But that's just the way it goes. It's kind of first come, first serve. Might be making more houses. We could even extend on the city and make more. But right now, I'm liking the size of it. Obviously, when you're like hovering up this high, everything looks a lot smaller. But when you're down there, the city is pretty big, and if we make it any bigger, it might be a bit too big. Some people also were saying, give me some ideas on what we should put up here. We're obviously not there yet, but some really cool ideas. Someone was saying we should put a big statue there, which I think I'm definitely gonna do now after hearing that, because I was thinking of putting a fountain or something there, but I'm like, so generic. No, well, I suppose a statue is too, but whatever. We put a cool statue there, like with his hand pointing out or something like that, or just holding a double sword, or holding a big claymore or something like that, something cool. But that will be when we finish all of this. We want to finish all of this before we get onto that. Cool. So the idea with this tower was we can make the tower really tall, and then it's going to look really magical and crap. So it's going to really, obviously we have to make it fit in, so it's going to fit in, but we want to make it as magical as possible. And we'll have loads of parts sticking off of it, maybe some floating things, and then we'll have some beacons around the top. We could even have like some sort of spirally cool effect or something really cool. I was really thinking as well, to add this sort of element of mystical blah blah blah, inside the castle, have a big opening in the middle, really big, like the main part will be huge, the middle part have some sort of a floating orb, or we could even have another variation of the statue. If we have one statue there and one statue inside, maybe holding an orb up, you know, Joe that thing, can't remember it's from, but you know that statue where your man's like holding up the world but above his head, something like that, but an orb or some cool magical orb. And then we'll have loads of beacons inside it which will be shooting into the sky, and then the sky will have this big magical effect coming out, and it'll come out quite far. It'll be like made out of cloth and all that, and it'll have to be pretty well designed, but it'll be like, let's say that's the center where I'm pointing right now, it would even come to the point of like all the way over here, you know, and then it could even intersect with like some sort of spiral thing coming out of the mage tower, and that's where the element of like magic and stuff, because right now there isn't much, there's no magic, it just looks like a normal medieval city, there's nothing magical about it. I really want to make it magical in that sense, so that's where we're going to add the mage tower, and that's what I'm thinking to put inside the castle. The castle, there's going to be tons of rooms and all that sort of stuff. We might even let some of the rooms be bought out so you can put some of your stuff in the rooms, but no, I don't know about that yet. That's really up for debate. Right now, we're just finishing off the house designs. Here, should we put in more houses or should we put something else in? I'm thinking over here. Actually, I'd say here because it'll make sense to be next to the arena. Gonna have like a blacksmith, a public blacksmith, which will have an anvil inside. I don't know if that's a bit too much, but I might put an anvil in there, a public anvil, you know. And of course, the mage tower might have like a public library or enchanting room for everyone to use. Or maybe we can do it in some sort of way you pay for it. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll have like a blacksmith, an armorer, you know, all the stuff to make armor and make cloth. Maybe a tailor might be there, you know, all that sort of stuff. We're not going to do the thing we did last time where you have to go to the tailor to buy cloth, you have to go to the armor to buy weapons. That just made it too confusing. We're going to put everything you need to buy and want to buy into one shop, which will be here. It'll be the one-stop shop for everything. Someone was also pointing out that chiseled stone you can craft. I thought you couldn't do that. I don't know. But I also found out about, you know, the command blocks and stuff. I've never used them, and when I right-clicked on them, a really interesting menu came up. Like the menu was all like put in commands and all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool. We're totally using them. So, if any of you have seen anything cool done with command blocks, please let me know in the comments, and or give me cool ideas of what we can use with them, because I really want to integrate them in. They look really cool, and I really want to do something cool with them. So that's going to be the thing that's going to be here: the armor, maybe the public anvil, and blah blah blah, you know, all that sort of stuff. Here will be the arena, maybe a training area or something like that. Maybe even a little prison next to it. Might make sense, throwing the guys into the prison or something. Again, over there, you know, that's going to be the mage tower. This is going to change as well inside here. It's going to add a bit something to it. Don't know yet, but it'll definitely be something to it. That's probably going to be some sort of pedestal for something, maybe, as I said, the top donator or something like that. I think a little bit more detail is going to be added to the bottom of the wall. Don't want to add too much because I don't want to make it too in your face. So what we need to know is what to put here, and I'm not really sure yet. I'm thinking as well that there's going to be some sort of a graveyard somewhere. Now, you know, when you're building this stuff, you're always like, what am I missing? You're always like, what am I missing? Then someone comes along and I'm like, you're missing this and this and this and this, and they're like, how the hell could you not have realized that? And you're like, fucking hell, how did I not realize that? You know, it's something, when you're building it, you never think of all the things. So if somebody or people will let me know what I'm missing, From what everything I just said there, I said the blacksmith, the armor, the tailor, all that sort of stuff will go in there, very commercial stuff. There'll be like maybe a prison here underneath this, maybe. Um, that sort of thing. Over here, there'll be the mage tower and all the magical stuff. Then alchemist, all that sort of stuff. Here, don't know what to put here yet. Maybe we can make more houses. I'm thinking, we're really thinking of putting a sewer system in, a full sewer system, and maybe having something special down there. The sewer system's going to be gigantic, and we might put some secret stuff in there, so you'll have to like look around the sewers in order to find it. But the sewers are going to be so big that like you'd be pretty lucky to find it, and it's going to be very hard and whatever, So that's one cool idea I think we're going to do. A lot of people were mentioning it as well. So I think that's pretty much of the ideas that we're thinking right now. Another thing is, once we import it into the real world, some people are saying like, oh, it's too flat or whatever. We'll outside, relatively it's going to be flat. I wanted it to be flat for once because I've always made cities that are not flat. But when you add sort of grooves and stuff and like hills and stuff to a city, it makes it very complicated. It also makes it kind of cool, but I think for this style of a city, it needs to be flat. Here, though, it will be raised up, and I think we will put like some sort of a mountain around here, and we'll build a castle into it. That sort of thing. Um, Another thing is we might put another district over here, which will be a dock. Don't know yet. Not too sure about it. We could add that in the future. And we're also going to be doing things as well that, in World of Warcraft and Guild Wars and all that sort of stuff is when seasons come along like Christmas or Halloween, cool stuff is added. Like the city is like Christmasified, something cool like that, which we're going to do for this one. This Christmas we're going to be adding maybe a big Christmas tree here, and we're gonna add like loads of decorations and all that sort of stuff. It's gonna be really cool. Like it give you, it's nice to see something different because once if it changes every so often, people are more likely to come back and stuff. Last episode I said about the auction house. We got that all set up now. We got the mod installed. I mean, or the plugin. I think CloudCon as well came up with this cool idea back here. We're gonna get rid of this and put a glass there, and you'll see down into the stock room, so you can see like all like show like all the auctions and stuff underneath. That'd be kind of cool to have down there. Well, as I said, I don't know if I said last episode, but we're gonna also put testificates around the place, so you can trade with them inside the city, and we might put them around random spots in the city and kind of lock them into place somehow, or maybe let them wander, or maybe even make houses for them. I don't know, and so people can trade with them. So you don't have to go outside the city or whatever, That I think that might be a really cool idea. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to end it here. Sorry I didn't get someone up for the past few days, so I was quite busy. We're going to be powering through this now again, so make sure you leave all really nice and really good suggestions, because we're getting a ton of ideas from me. The Mage Tower was, the Arena was, they're all ideas from me. So make sure you leave a comment if you have a really good suggestion. Also about that command block thing as well. If you know any cool thing, or any server that is use command blocks to make it look really cool, or make just do something really cool with them, make sure you let us know. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know as well about the flags. We need a big flag that has like FusionCraft or something on it, but then again, would that be too cheesy? We'll have to wait and see. That's what we need, a big flag or something. Don't know where to put that yet. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you like the video if you like the way the spawn is turning out. Make sure you're subscribed. I think my next video, I need to get out a Forge video and give away the beta keys, because people are probably thinking I forgot about that, but I wanted to give it some time so people could get in for a chance to win them. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm just dragging it on now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.